Hello everybody, NGS here and welcome back to Arifureta Season 2. It rhymes, so why not use that fact to create a little bit of a rhyme? Yeah, it's a day late, but yesterday I had a severe throat ache and I thought I'm gonna, be cured until the evening, but I wasn't. Still, my throat hurts me a little bit, but enough to record. I already recorded Dragon Maid S OVA. I already recorded Sabiku Ibisco episode 4, and now I'm recording Arifureta season 2 episode 3 just today. Hopefully, that's not gonna kill my throat entirely. No, I have Tuesday and Wednesday without any content, so even if my throat hurts, I should get better in those 2 days. But let's not talk about that. Let's talk about Arifureta. In the last episode, we set towards the volcano. We got what we needed, but we also needed to go even deeper to the last labyrinth because, what a coincidence, the MacGuffin crystal that was needed was in the very same place that the last, well, not the last labyrinth, the next labyrinth is. We killed some snakes to solve the puzzle, to open the labyrinth, and then what's his face? The main character, what's his name? It's not Hifumi, it's not Hisumi. It's. Why did I forget that? I remembered it. Uh, it starts with H. That much I remember. Come on. Hajime. Hajime. Hajime got blasted with something. He either got a huge power up, or it was one last ditch effort attack by the labyrinth, which Hajime will of course shrug off, or he will get out of it stronger than before, or it's some sort of a power up that Hajime gets, or it's gonna transport him somewhere alone where he will have to conquer some other things, traps and obstacles and whatnot to get to the center of the labyrinth. Coincidentally, the labyrinth is also where the demon general is headed to obtain the epochal magic of the gods or something with equally profound name. I forget what it is, but I remember that it's magic and gods, and it's somehow put into a much longer name than both of those words combined. So we can fully expect a clash between them. Question is, will it be a clash between Hajime and the Demon General? Will it be a clash between the Demon General and Hajime's party, while Hajime is absent, having been transported somewhere with that light beam? Or will the Demon General arrive long after they've already bailed? That's also a possibility. And he will make it his purpose, his goal, to chase down whoever stole the magic from the labyrinth. That's also a possible development. Besides that, what else happened? We healed the village. We gave them a huge reservoir of water until their water gets better. Their water, turns out, it was poisonous. It brought them sickness because some kind of a huge slime was living there, and Hajime managed to dynamite, or rather grenade fish it out. And of course kill it, because, I mean, there is no enemy that Hajime cannot deal with. Let's be honest here. And yeah, some of our party set towards the labyrinth, and Kaori and Miyu, the siren girl, they were left behind at the village as the weakest members of the party, and they will of course help the villagers as a healer and the daughter of Hajime, of the new demon lord, basically. Yeah, it was fun. and I hope this episode will be just as fun. And I need to watch it. I was meaning to watch it way before because I need to watch Nosivix's reaction to it, and I can do that before I watch it myself. So yeah, it got delayed a little bit of time, but we're finally here. Arifureta season 2, episode 3, coming right up. And by that, I mean Arifureta season 2, episode 3 by Subs Please is coming in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, we are pretty much right where we left off. Yeah, snakes get defeated, and then Hajime gets blasted. Roll the OP, I'm guessing. Okay, one last scream and now roll the OP. Yep, exactly. Still hot. It's green tea with opuntia, a slice of lemon, and some rapeseed honey stirred into it. Lemon and honey is basically the ultimate cure for colds, for sore throat, for anything like that. At least, here in Poland. Water with lemon and honey is also great. And it's better than onion covered in sugar, onion syrup. It might be good for you, but it's not meant for human consumption. That much I can assure you of. Uh, right, it's also late, so forgive me if I yawn or something. It's the last thing I'm doing before sleep. No, not quite. I still have to make the thumbnails and wait for the HD version to process to make this episode public. Both Arifureta and Sabiku Ibisco. Sabiku Ibisco is getting its HD version processed as we speak. Black and white. Okay, so he didn't get transported. So he got blasted and is unconscious. Okay, did he get a power up though? You need to take it into your mouth and then feed it to him with a kiss. It's the only way it can work. Don't tell me you don't know that. The demon general, I'm assuming? Okay, so now they essentially need to stall the demon general until Hajime wakes up. Is it the demon general or is it the goddess? Or is it some other monster? Whomst? Bad CG. Yeah, it is the demon general. Okay, so did Hajime get blasted by him? Yep. I'm guessing the dragon is named Uranus. And of course, Hajime's fine. And all he got is a new scar. Of course. Yeah, just you watch. uh, God's obedient apostle. So it's not a demon lord. Demon general. Hmm. And what is that wish? To wipe out humanity, I'm guessing? Yeah, just blast him. Ah, of course. And every enemy of Hajime shall die. That hammer gun is just fun. It's it's turtles riding dragons. Turtles are riding dragons. What's stronger, magic or a rocket launcher? Nothing personal, kid. Should have made a shield, my dude. Should have made a shield and some armor. You're running around in some, you know, coat with nothing but weapons. You're a glass cannon, and even your cannonness is dubious in the face of this demon general. Transform into a dragon, form a contract with Hajime, turn into a weapon. The possibilities are endless. And the time has come because Hajime is now in the world. Okay? You are Dragonborn, and what about it? Of course he has a limit break. Why would he not have a... There goes his limit break. And here go the crosses. Of course he has floating crosses. This looks so stupid. Uh, I love it. She transformed. Black and white, the black dragon and the white dragon. Okay. Psych. That's actually a nice effect on that breath. And of course, we're getting the progress bar fight. Yeah, there's still Hajime. You forgot about someone. There's still Hajime and his anti-material rifle. And his rifle sword. What? He can turn his sniper rifle into a sword. Not even turn, he can just slice with his sniper rifle. No transformation happened. His sniper rifle is just sharp. As the price of the limit break, I'm guessing. You gonna run or you gonna fight? Or are both parties gonna run? And you're just chilling. Everyone's just chilling. Nobody's attacking. Ah, you see, it wasn't even my final form. He gonna awaken the volcano? He's gonna awaken the volcano. Yep. I guess you're not conquering this labyrinth. Remotely. Just like that. It's not active then. And you happen to have it. Or he will stop the eruption. Or are we getting inside of the labyrinth, hoping that it'll survive the eruption? Why are you sending her off then? Okay. Makes sense, but why do you want her to return to Ankaji? Okay, to deliver a message. Understandable. Not quite what I had in mind. I thought he's asking for reinforcements or some equipment or something. Apparently not. What's your plan, Hajime? You're counting on her to do what exactly? It's a nice scene, visually. I mean, not the, masochistic laugh. Okay, now she can use Hajime's weapons. What's Hajime gonna do then? Without his weapons? No, he won't. Self-destruction is always fun. I'm guessing that wasn't enough to take him out, though. Oh, fuck those guys. Don't show me that. Show me Hajime. This is boring. Something not right with the king and his guards. They're being mind controlled. By whom? By the gods, probably. Get some proper armor or shield or something. Defense, besides just offense. Offense is cool and all, but glass cannons usually don't live long. Tape scratch. Uh, okay, let's go back to Hajime. No? Makes sense. I mean, technically that's true. It's the demon's temptation. They're gonna find another pawn. And I can give you the power to do so. Classmate? Who's she? Whom's the fuck? I'm confused. Oh, we're just gonna cut it here, huh? We're just gonna end it here. On a whole bunch of cliffhangers. I see what you're doing here. Do we at least get like an after credits scene? Doubtful, but we'll see. Goddamn cliffhangers. Although, I guess it will do me good to get immunized to them, kinda, by exposure, through exposure to weak cliffhangers. I will hopefully build up resistance to Symphogear cliffhangers when they arrive. Because I heard they get real bad. Episode 4 Reunion. Reunion of Hajime with the rest of the gang, I'm assuming? Or a reunion of his classmates in some situation? We'll see. But before we see, we still have a week. But before that week, we still have this episode to go through. Yeah, last time on Dragon Ball Z. OP, OP, OP. I guess Hajime will have a bunch of new scars to add to his collection. The scar on his arm, the scar on the side of his head. And the Demon General is powerful. because he also got the power from one of the labyrinths. That's interesting. It actually gives us an antagonist that can stand up to Hajime. So far, Hajime didn't really have any equal. Any kind of danger he was in, he steamrolled. This is probably the first time that Hajime maybe not lost, but didn't outright win. Right? His enemy managed to actually flee. From what we can surmise, at least, we don't know if the self-destructing crosses actually killed that demon general or not. That's something that remains to be seen. And he's a God's obedient apostle who brings divine punishment to heathens. That's interesting. I like how original Arifureta is here. You have demons, you have humans, you have gods, but demons are still servants of the god, and humans are also servants of the god. And it seems like those gods, if they are different gods at all, if it's not a single deity, they are pitting humans and demons against each other, kind of playing a game. And the true and only good guys in this world seem to be humans, the Mavericks, the ones who created the labyrinths. It's a nice subversion that there is a third force who are the good guys. It's usually, humans are the good ones, demons are the bad ones. Or a subversion. Whoa, humans are the bad ones and demons are the good ones. How could it be? Only in this manga with 7 sentences long title. This, Arifureta, subverts both and creates a third possibility. Both humans and demons are assholes in this story. A completely separate third faction is the good guys. And they stand in direct opposition to any and all deity. To human deities, to demon deities, because they fight for freedom and equality and whatnot. I like it. I really, really like it. Yeah, of course, a little bit of a nothing personal kid. And Hajime just gets blasted. Zoop! And there he goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 frames on his off screen. Uh, like, if I ever get isekai'd, right? If I ever get isekai'd with the ability to craft things, if I get isekai'd as, oh no, I'm the weakest class, I'm only a blacksmith. First thing I do, I make myself a full plate suit of armor. Then I focus on weapons. Way too many characters in the manga, in the anime, that are fully glass cannons. Zero armor, everything put in their weapons. Maxed strength, minimal defense. We're getting a little bit of a nice backstory on Mio. That apparently the Dragonborn are also the enemies of God. Or they became enemies of God. Possibly because the Dragonborn sided with the Mavericks? Maybe. We don't know, but we know that the Dragonborn need to stay hidden or they face extermination. I love this. Damn it, limit break. It's such an epic moment, right? Limit break, and you immediately think Hajime is digging his feet into the ground. You think that he's gonna start walking towards the beam, pushing it away slowly, and the demon lord's gonna be like, "Nani? How could it possibly be?" But instead of that, we get this. We get some screaming, and, and he gets blasted. Oh man. Oh, I love it. He just gets blasted screaming. The hero gets blasting up again. Uh, of course, those are crosses. Why wouldn't you shape your shield as a bunch of floating crosses? Why wouldn't you do that? And of course he has. I still have a card, an ace up my sleeve. You haven't seen the last of me, villain. But you haven't seen the last of Hajime either. And no, this a little bit earlier. He can wrap magic around his rifle. Swing this rifle like a club. And it cuts like a sword. I was wondering about the lack of melee weapons in Hajime's arsenal, you know? Now I have the answer. Apparently, his guns are melee weapons as well. Sure, fine by me. Absolutely fine by me. The dragon gets blasted, the demon lord gets blasted, but it's not the last of him. Hajime passes away, and of course, we just, chill out a little bit, get some monologues in, get some dialogues in. It's not like we're fighting to the death here or anything, or fighting for survival. And he apparently managed to just destroy the cornerstone of this place and cause the eruption by just standing there. It's not even like he vanished for a moment and they were looking for him frantically. They notice that the lava starts rising and he appears on top of his dragon. It's like, oh, this is the cornerstone of this place, and look what I'm gonna do with it. Crush. Now the lava will overflow, but I can escape. No, he just says that, yeah, you ever heard of the cornerstone? It's what's keeping the volcano from erupting. Just kind of destroyed it. I just, I just did. I asked nicely and politely in my mind. I asked the volcano to destroy the cornerstone, and would you know, it decided to comply. I still don't know what the point of sending off Tio is. Is it to carry the crosses and kill the demon general? We know that she's supposed to carry the message to the village, but why? It's not like the message is anything, particular, anything important. Just gonna be back. Wait for us. Just not asking for reinforcements, not asking for any gear or anything at all. Hmm. Also, doesn't Hajime have like teleport to the first labyrinth's mansion on him? Can he just create a portal and they all walk through it and they're back in the first labyrinth? Although I guess that would make it much harder to conquer this labyrinth after it gets covered in magma. Right now, they can still get inside and hope that the labyrinth stays intact and that it has a passage or a teleport that leads them outside to safety. Perhaps they're counting on that being their best bet, right? They have to conquer this labyrinth to eventually get access to the last labyrinth. Yeah, sure, makes sense. What's the deal with those people, the king and his guard? Are they being mind controlled by someone? By the god? By the reincarnation goddess? By some demons? We don't know. A little bit of a fun moment, yeah. Koki needs to get powerful enough. Well, yeah, he's, I believe, the only one with a class of hero. I think everybody else is like paladin, berserker, thief, archer, and so on. And Koki is actually a hero, so they wanna bump him up. And Nagumo will become a heretic. I mean, he is. Like, it's not surprising. He stands in direct opposition to the god who summoned them. Like, there's no two ways about it. He is a heretic by the very definition of the word. So I don't know why they're acting so shocked. And of course, he wanted Nagumo dead because he stole my girlfriend. I'm such a nice guy. Why do they always pick the Chads? He's so deep in inceldom that he's willing to murder a dude. What's the deal with the trade, though? I'd rather not accuse a classmate if I had a choice. So the person talking from here is a classmate. But why is she saying that it's a trade? You get what you want, I get what you want. Your wishes will come true, I can give you the power. Who is she? Is she another person, possessed by demons? Like the dude near the end of the first season who got blasted by Hajime? Is that the deal here? And they're using him as a puppet? I have no clue. And that's it. That's the episode. That was episode 3 of Arifureta season 2. Surprisingly little has happened, to be perfectly honest with you. We got some fight, sure. And we got some fight, sure. And there was some fighting. And this episode had a fight with the demon general. And that's basically all this episode was. Only at the end we got some blurbs from the other places in the country. Right, we got a blurb from the village they saved. We got a blurb from the capital city, and we got a blurb from some training camp or whatever. Besides that, it was just the Hajime team fighting against the demon general whose name I forgot, and why am I so overblown? And whose name I don't think will become relevant because I predict he's gonna perish fairly quickly. Because he's facing against Hajime, so let's be honest here. Nevertheless, it is really nice to see an opponent against whom Hajime actually has trouble. Right? He used his limit break. He went all in with his brand new weapons and his brand new skills and his limit breaker, and everybody was helping him. And he still didn't manage to defeat the Demon Lord. I like it. I like it because it creates stakes. For the first time in the series, we actually have some stakes. We actually have someone who is able to fight with Hajime on more or less equal footing. We have someone who also has the magic of one of the mazes. and that creates equal footing. I like that, and I hope they're not gonna kill that demon general too quickly. I hope he's gonna be more or less of a persistent character. Maybe not throughout the season, but at least throughout the first arc. Keep him until episode 5 or 6, maybe. Right? I like it. I like this episode. The fighting was very Arifureta, but it was cool. The levitating crosses. Then again, I mentioned it a couple of times already, particularly during my Girls Frontline reaction. Those Frontline, I guess the anime is called. I mentioned that I have a weakness for people and characters who use multiple floating weapons as their weapon. You know, that one high-tech doll, high-tech Sangvis doll from Doll's Frontline who uses floating guns. That one character, Uriah from Alchemy Stars, who uses floating swords. There was a class in some MMO, sword caster or blade caster or something like that, who was also fighting with a halo of swords behind her back. I love what was her name in Overlord, the captain of the Blue Rose. I forgot her name, but you know who I mean. In the scene when they were fighting in the city encircled by Yaldabaoth, she also had this halo of swords behind her, and I fucking love it. And as dumb as those levitating explosive crosses are, still kinda love them. I'll be honest here. But yeah, I hope Hajime invests in some proper shield or in some better armor because he could use it. His firepower is close to unparalleled, but he can't really take a beating, can he? Hmm. Yeah, it was just a genuinely nice episode. That set up some cliffhangers, which I'm not a huge fan of, but I'm willing to forgive that. The first cliffhanger, of course, what's gonna happen with Hajime? How is he gonna, conquer the labyrinth? Are they gonna survive? They probably will, let's be honest here. But how exactly? What happened to the demon general? Is he actually dead? Or is he alive and he's sworn vengeance? What's the deal with the mind controlled guards and king? I've no clue. Who's the mysterious classmate who's offering power and whatever your heart's desires, and I can give you the princess of your dreams if you pay the price. What's the deal with that? I've no clue. There's a lot of threads they left open here. And I can't wait for the next episode to have at least some of them solved. I fully expect that the next episode is gonna be taking place within the labyrinth, and we're gonna get out of the labyrinth, and we're gonna join up with the rest of the team back in the village. We're gonna bring the MacGuffin crystal, and that thread is gonna have a happy end. Then I think we might tackle the issue of the demon general still being out and about. And then I think we're gonna tackle either the mind control or the one dude who has it out for a Hajime. I think those two in particular will be something that carries on through the season. I have that feeling. I'm not entirely sure, but it gives me of that vibe. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it. I don't think I have anything more to say. What's the deal with my camera? Why are you doing this? What? Why are you doing the thing that you are doing right now? I mean, it's not my camera, it's my phone, so it has the right to be all wacky. But come on, there's limits to wackiness. But yeah, that's gonna be it. I have nothing more to add. We just need to wait for the next season. But do you have something to add? What did you think of this episode? What did you think of my reaction? Leave a comment down below. I read every single comment, so please leave them down there if you want them read. If you don't like leaving comments, hey, you can talk with me on Discord, with me and with fellow, fans of the channel, I guess. There's all 14 of them on the Discord server right now, and you can be the 15th. Link to the Discord is, of course, down in the description, as always. Like this video if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it, but tell me why so I can improve. I can't make my videos better if I don't know how to make them better. If you really like what I'm doing, you can support me on Patreon for just $1 a month, and every single tier higher than that, you get a role on the Discord server that I mentioned before. A role and access to a Patreon-only Discord channel in that server as well. And if you pledge a little bit more, like say $10, you get early access to non-seasonal shows, which this season it's Symphogear. If you want to watch episode 5 of Symphogear right now, it's up on my Patreon. Episode 4, it's up on YouTube. And yeah, subscribe to the channel as well to not miss my future releases, like episode 5 of Symphogear that's gonna be releasing next week. And besides that, also other shows like Sabiku Ibisco, like Tokyo 24Ku, Symphogear that I already mentioned. Why am I mentioning it again? Arifureta Season 2, that you're watching right now, and what else? Did I really forget my lineup again? Symphogear, Dolls Frontline. I forgot Dolls Frontline. I'm sorry. Symphogear, Dolls Frontline, Tokyo 24Ku, Sabiku Ibisco, Arifureta Season 2. Yeah, those are the shows I'm watching. And today I've also seen Kobayashi Sanchino Maid Dragon SOVA as a 222 subscriber special. Yeah. It's a nice, fun milestone of 222. Anything else? So share this video with people if you know someone who's gonna enjoy it, who's a huge fan of Arifureta for some reason and would enjoy watching my reactions. Share it with them. The more you spread the word about my videos, the more YouTube itself spreads the word about my videos, and the more people watch them. And I'm happy, because I want my videos being seen. I'm a little bit of an exhibitionist like that. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it from me for today. So, as always, do the good stuff, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Cheers! And no matter your support on Patreon, you'll get onto this list. Even for just $1, you can be there.